Walking to Ponty Pool on a sunny day, but I've got sunglasses, an umbrella and a big coat just in case, because you never know. But I'm walking into Ponty Pool, just gonna get there. I've seen a couple of videos going, oh, it's really quiet in Ponty Pool, there's nothing there, and others saying, oh, look at all the stuff, why does nobody come here? So it's a mixture of both, really. It is quiet, generally speaking, and it should be a lot less quiet, because 100 years ago there was half as many people, 4 times as much stuff going on. Unbelievable. I've seen things about cinemas and theatres and dance halls. Look, hidden corners. As you're coming in from this side, a mural, a beautiful mural. I've seen the big one with all the Japanware, but look at that, hidden away. Wouldn't even know it's there. I think that's the town bridge and some washerwomen. Bridge is, I don't know if it's that bridge, there's still a bridge. I think that might be the bridge before the bridge. And that might be the place where they did the Japanware, maybe, I don't know. As you're coming into Ponty Pool, there is actually a pub. Woohoo! And it's so quiet, but it's so beautiful, isn't it? Restful. Old buildings. There used to be a dance hall and cinema right here. Now, it's just a road this way. Down there, somebody's house. Tell what that used to be. Not a cafe now, but could be a cafe again. Unbusy, nice sunny day, pretty. Greg's expansion, woohoo! That's worth coming for, a big Greg's. I saw a documentary about how Greg's was supposed to be coming here and there was objections. They were going to stop a Greg's coming here. Can you imagine? There's hardly anything here. A Greg's will save it. Who wouldn't want to go out their way for a Greg's? I mean, I'm gluten intolerant, so probably me, but even so, other people, I appreciate other people's needs. That used to be HSBC and was it Barclays? No, Midlands before that. A little close, look at this. Go down, it's like old Edinburgh. Woohoo! And there's probably little shop fronts down here maybe. Right there was another cinema, Park Cinema, and it burnt down in the 70s just after a showing of Zulu. So now, no more cinema. So that's one of 2, 3, 4 cinemas that aren't there anymore. No cinemas now. When I was a kid there was still the Scala at the end, but that's a nursery for children, not for plants. A nursery for children. It was a cinema, now there's nothing. Apparently they're going to build one in an old church, but I think it's going to take a while because there's no roof on the church. This, look, the old market house. The new market, 1894, well, newish. It's great. There's maybe a lot of empty things here, but Wednesday's market day, outdoor, it's historical. It's lovely, actually. There used to be a newsagent here. And there, look, all the things they used to have. Forever imperial, bushel quantity, less than a bushel of wheat and barley. Oh, look at all that. Historical. A t-shirt. And, oh, go to the toilet. There's a lot of places you can rent. Some books. And, records. That's cool. That's cool. There's a lot of things that you could get here. Food, more books. Ooh. So the possibilities are endless. It is quiet, very quiet, but imagine, I think it's like £33 to get for a month to get a stall here, so that's worth doing. Should do that. Another entrance. This whole road was closed for a couple of months, so Ponty Pool effectively was closed for a couple of months while they did the sewage system, which was a Victorian sewage system, which was quite old. But now they're going to have all sorts of things like maybe an art centre and cafes and amazing stuff. It's all in the future, but the future starts now. That used to be Torvine Gallery, where my dad and mum used to have stuff. I used to work there. Well, I say work there. I was there. I sold stuff. It's ever so historical, and there are amazing buildings that aren't really doing much now, but were doing quite a lot. This building was the old co-op, and then it was Hyper Value, which was amazing. Hyper Value. Get things like before the pound shops. But I think they're gonna try and get things in there, but at the moment, not doing a lot. Look at the historical buildings. That's the old town hall, and that slightly decrepit building in the front is going to be the art centre, and in the back somebody owns that. They want that to be an art centre too. And look at this, the library that used to have a lecture hall, but I don't know where the lecture hall's gone. But that's Carnegie gave the money for that. There aren't that many libraries left in the world. A lot of them have closed, so that's a good still open one. Millions to make a new car park, so that car park's going to be turned into a new car park, woohoo, and a bus station. Look at that town hall, woohoo, and that will be something soon. Amazing. War Memorial Gates, a shell grotto and a folly. I've got videos about those. That's near. There's all sorts of things. It's really great. This is the Italian Gardens, and there's a great big statue carving of Mavandri Haycock, who's a local. I was at the unveiling of that. It's a fountain. There used to be like a dragon fountain. It's lovely. There's the carving. That way, or I could go that way through the park. I'm going to go through the park, maybe, or is that way better? Go this way, walking along the river. See some of the industry. Very much hidden by undergrowth. There's an old tram line going there. There's a tunnel. Can't really see it because stuff grown up. This is like Sleeping Beauty's castle. You have to duck underneath so you can see it in the distance. Difficult to get to. I'm not going to even bother because it's too low. Get through it anyway because there's a gate. But you can imagine that trams would come along here and take all the iron, and then they would take it to have Japanware made from it. Japanware is like iron plates that have got like lacquer, black lacquer with like lots of ornate flowers and fruits and stuff usually. And there was a special technique that only somebody from Pontypool knew, and then he went, so somebody from I think Chepstow, somewhere like that, took it up and did almost the same thing, but then because he didn't have any recipe written down, the guy here, when he went, so did the industry. So that's great. Trees have gone down in all the wind and weather all the way across there. You can, if you're careful, walk across the logs. My goodness, all the trees are down and the sky is grey. The weir where they used to do a lot of the industry, I'm not sure really. It was a weir and it was involved with ironworks somehow. If you want to know facts, ask a historian. If you want to know just rubbish, ask me. Just ask me, I'll just tell you a load of old rubbish. But it is very attractive now. Probably all black and horrible and dirty when it was being used, but look how lovely it is now. I think there was a big wheel there and all sorts of stuff. See the little dot plans. This river's called the Torvine or Rock Breaker, or it was. It's actually called the Avon-Fluid now, or Grey River, which it was after the industry, and now it's more. It's neither rock breaking nor grey now. It's somewhere in between. The sluice mechanism, and it operated from as early as 1570. I know that because there's a board here that tells me that. A weir and sluice gate mechanism. Look how pretty it is with the little tiny little rapids. Oh, it's so nice. So it was all industrial and now it's a restful walk in the woods. If this was 200 years ago, then a tram line would have been here and I would have been run over by the tram. Ah! Pontypool Rugby Club. Well known for that Pontypool front row from 1976, I think. People still talk about it, so it might have been 1976. Or anyway, The whole of the Welsh rugby team in 1970 something was from Pontypool. Like the front row. Maybe not the whole team, but a significant proportion of them. Ah, Ponty Pool. Yay. Stadium there. Used to be all open and you could just wander around, but now fences. Crazy golf and putting there when I was a kid, but I think it's just a big green now. The bandstand, I've never seen anything being performed in that bandstand. I think it's been there a while though. I've got a picture of my gran stood outside it with an unknown man. Don't know who the man is. Might be a brother, might be an old boyfriend of hers. We don't know who it is. Anyway, there's a picture of her by that in, well, I don't know, the 20s or the 30s. I don't know how old she is in it. Anyway, a long time ago. And it's a big old park. There's a museum that way which isn't open today. I used to work there, and look up there, American Gardens in the distance far away in a ski slope. And the Eisteddfod came here in 1924. Got a video somewhere of the stones that they left, the Gorsedd stones. That's nice, that's worth seeing. See all the things that you can see. Amazing. And yet, does anyone see it? You've seen it. There's more to see. So much more. Oh, it could be amazing. It is amazing. Look. See. Look around you. The carnival used to go through town, but now usually there we've got fetes and fairs. The carnival fun day weekend is there, the summer, and Torvine Pride started last year. That's there too. Lots of stuff. Is the leisure centre. It's called the Active Living Centre now, but it is a leisure centre. It's got a pool I haven't been to for a while. Most of the events used to be in the stadium for the RFC, but I think they want to keep the grass nice and fresh, so they don't like things in there. You used to have fireworks and carnivals and all sorts in there, but not now. Occasionally rugby. Be fun fairs there at least once a year. You imagine, oh, the lights, the colours, the rides. Don't know whether they've had one for a while. If you keep walking about 20 minutes that way, you get to the train station and the canal and the cemetery. But I don't have time for any of that. But I'm sure I've got videos somewhere and you can see all of those at your leisure centre, which is where I am. Leisure centre.